So, hi ladies, it's your girl Angel 515-2010. This is going to be a quick video on the review of soft cups. Um, if you guys follow me on Facebook, you know that I posted in my status the other day that I went and brought some, which was yesterday. So, basically what these are, they're designed for when you're on your menstrual cycle. You use them instead of a tampon or pad. And they're designed to catch the blood inside the cup. So you insert them into your vaginal canal right up under your cervix. Um, they've also been used a lot for TTC, because it does hold the sperm into place. A lot of ladies know that if you are trying to conceive, if your husband has a low sperm count, or even if you're having, female factor infertility, they tell you to, kind of prop up, lay on your back for 15 minutes with your booty and your cooch propped up. That don't always work. Like, I don't know. For some reason, whenever I think, yeah, the dogs just heard somebody blow their horn outside, so now they're going off. But even blase, hush. Even when I lay on my back and I prop up for about 10 or 15 minutes, I still have the issue of hush. I still have the issue of semen leaking out. No matter how high I prop up, I even lay on the floor and prop my legs up on the bed, which we have a king size bed, so it's pretty high off the ground, and I still have to deal with the spillage. So it's just messy. It's inconvenient. Like, you can't just do it and then just get up and run and go somewhere. So me and the hubby, we still do have like little midday quickies or whatever, but they're not as fun because you're like, oh, I gotta clean all this mess up, but I really want to sit here and lay, but we really gotta go somewhere. So that kind of puts a damper on it. But anyway, so one of my friends told me about these. She actually used soft cups last cycle, and she ended up getting pregnant. It was a chemical pregnancy, but nonetheless, she got pregnant. And this was really great seeing that she had been trying to conceive for a while and hadn't got pregnant, and then all of a sudden she uses soft cups one cycle and she gets pregnant. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try them. I wish I had gotten them sooner, just because I did ovulate on Saturday. I know I told you guys I wasn't going to track this cycle, which I haven't been, but I do have a pink pad app in my phone, which I told you guys about in some of my other videos. And what it does, it allows me to just enter in like when me and the hubby does BD. It allows me to enter in the start of my period, how my flow was that day, and it kind of just helps me track, keep up with my cycles, so far as when my period is going to come. So I basically just enter in the stuff there, and I ovulate every 13 days. So my phone automatically calculates that. So I've got 11 days to my period now. But anyway, so on to soft cups. So she told me that she used them. She had got her BFP. It turned out to be chemical, but she did get it. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it. So she sent me a link to where she ordered them off of Amazon, and they were like $8.49, which wasn't bad. But I had remember seeing them in Walmart, and in my local Walmart. They're down the aisle with tampons and pads because, like I said, they are used for menstrual cycles. So you probably can find them in your local Walmart there. But they were $5.49 for my local Walmart. It comes with 14 in a pack, which you can wear these guys up to 12 hours. So if you are on your cycle, most ladies have, anywhere from a 5 to 7 day thing. If you can wear for 12 hours, all you need is 2 a day. So, 14 will cover you your whole menstrual cycle. But for me, like, I only have a 3-day period. I may try them when my cycle is on. I may not. I'll let you guys know if it does come on this cycle. But these guys are really good because you can wear them up to 12 hours. They don't affect, any of your daily activities. If your period is on, you can have sex while these are worn. They can be worn overnight. It eliminates menstrual odor because you don't have a piece of cotton just stuck up there holding in, blood, and it starts to smell. It doesn't cause irritation or dryness. It's not linked to toxic shock syndrome or TSS. And I'm just reading kind of the things off the back of the box that are listed. I'll kind of show you guys those. But it does a comparison to the kind of these and pads. Anyway, But basically, when you open it up, it's in a box. There are 14 little purple packets like this. I did open one so you guys can see it. So when you open it, it's like the plastic is smushed up in the ring like this. And basically, all you do is you're supposed to squeeze it together, and you're supposed to insert it into your vaginal canal, pushing backward and downward. And then once it's as far back as you can, what you do is you kind of, it'll be this, let's just say this is inserted, you'll kind of lift up the top part to kind of lock it into place. And then, it'll open up. And once, semen or, blood gets into it, the little baggie will kind of drop down. And basically, to pull it out, all you do is they tell you to sit back on the toilet and bear down like you're taking a poo, or if you were pushing a baby out, if you ladies already have kids, but basically like you're taking a poo. And what this does is it causes it to move down a little bit, just enough for you to latch your finger under it and just pull it out. When I did use these guys last night. Me and the hubby beat it about 10 o'clock, and I didn't take it out till about 2 o'clock in the morning. Just because I had to get up and pee. So I was like, you know what, I'll go ahead and take it out then. But it was very comfortable. It didn't bother me, so I probably could have slept in it all night. But I was just curious to see, what it was going to be like, if I was going to be able to get it out. When I first tried to get it out, I bared down on the toilet, and then I started to pull. What I found was that I had to use my middle finger. Sorry, I'm not giving you guys a finger, but I had to use my middle finger versus my index finger because my middle finger is longer. And when I bared down with my middle finger, I could barely get my finger like up under the rim to pull, so I used my middle one, and I had to pull. You have to pull hard to get this thing out. Like, it's not just going to be you pull and it falls out. Like, you have to tug to get it out. Well, at least to get it moving. Once you get it to start sliding, then it just slides out really easy. I did, when I pulled it out, it did still have a little bit of semen in it. It wasn't as much as my husband put in there, just basically because I know how much his volume normally is. So I was kind of, I was happy about that because, I was like, well, maybe, the boys jumped on up in there like they were supposed to. But it was kind of, it was sticky getting it out, because once I got it out, I did have a little spillage just because I had the cup tilted down and some spilled out on my fingertips, which I was in the bathroom. I was in the comfort of my own home, so I just washed my hands, kind of like with taking a tampon out. Sometimes it flops down and you get a little blood on your hand. Just go wash your hands, ladies. But, even on the box where they give you the instructions, as well as there's a video on YouTube you can watch on how to insert them. It tells you that over time, the more you practice, putting them in, taking them out, you'll get better and better. It's kind of like with anything. So, it was a really good first experience for me with using these. I still laid down for about 10 minutes. Me and the hubby kind of laid down and watched TV, and then I was up and I was active. I didn't have any leakage when I was, up and being active. I got up, I walked up and down. We stay in a townhouse, so I was up and down the steps, moving about, and I didn't have any leakage with it actually being up in there. When I woke up at about 2 o'clock and I did take it out, I was having some slight pain on the left side, over by my ovary. Now, that is the side that I'm ovulating from this month, ladies. So, I don't know whether I was having pain because, the sperm met the egg and I was having some type of implantation. We'll figure that out in a couple days if AF doesn't come. Or if I was just having late ovulation pains. I do get cramps, like, on the side that I ovulate. That's how I know which side is releasing the egg. It wasn't excruciating pain. It was just a little discomfort, kind of like if you had gas or if you experienced ovulation pains. That's what it felt like to me. And, when I took the cup out, I still had the cramp and the pain for about maybe another 30, 45 minutes. And then it went away, which, it could have been possibly that, I was supposed to have been asleep, so my body was just doing what it does. And, I wouldn't have recognized if I hadn't woke up. But anyway, so would I recommend these people trying these guys? I would, especially if your husband has a low semen, a low sperm count. We all know that it's very, very important to keep every little sperm you can up inside of you. And I know it's really hard to kind of sit and lay on your back for 20, 30 minutes and just pray that it gets up in there. So this allowed me to be, to lay down for 10 minutes, to allow the sperm to travel. But it also gave me the freedom of being able to get up and go and do what I had to do for the day. So, if you and your husband are going to try a midday quickie, or if you just hate laying down on your back like me, I'm laying and I'm like, do 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 do, like, time to get up now. So this just made it really easy for me. It was really comfortable. I know it looks huge, but I guess it fit well. It conforms. Like, it on the box, it tells you it once it pops open gently to fit your canal. So that was really good. Just go on YouTube, search soft cup. It'll show you the video on how to insert it as well as some reviews on it. They were cheap at Walmart. They were $5.49, cheaper than on Amazon. But in case you don't want to go out and buy them, you do have the option of ordering them online. They were comfortable. It was easy for me to get it in as well as to get it out. I just had to pull a little bit harder, which there's no doubt in my mind that once I use these guys more, that I'll be quicker at it, I'll be better, and I won't have that spillage over the top of the rim because I won't have it angled down. Practice makes perfect. It's kind of like when you first started using tampons. You weren't perfect at it. So these guys are great, especially for TTCing. I'm not quite sure whether I'm going to use it during my menstrual cycle, but I will keep using it around ovulation time with me and the hubby BDs. And the fact that I can wear it for 12 hours, this is really good because it comes with 14 in the box. So I'll probably have these for the next 2 cycles if I don't get pregnant this cycle. I felt really optimistic. I felt really good because when I took it out and I saw like how little sperm was left in the cup, it really, really, really made me feel good. Like, I really have a chance of getting pregnant this cycle. The only downside is I wish, like, for some reason I thought about it or I would have heard about it on Saturday so I could have went and got them. Because I did ovulate on Saturday, and the egg doesn't release until 24 to 48 hours after you ovulate. So the husband came home on Sunday and we BD'd, to catch the egg as it was dropping. And then, I didn't find out about the cups until Monday. So, I didn't insert the cup until yesterday, which was Monday, which I'm hoping that, the egg was still there. There was still some type of chance that my cervix was dilated enough for, the swimmer to get up in there and get egg. But I feel like if I would have had these on Sunday, then I would have had a better chance. But I still feel very optimistic about this cycle. But I'm sorry if this video was long and it seems like I was rambling. Sorry for the dogs barking, but I just want to tell you guys about my experience with soft cups. They were easy to get in. They were easy to get out. I just had to use my middle finger versus my index finger because, as you can see, my middle finger is longer than my little one. And they were pretty comfortable to wear. When I put it in, I really didn't feel it. Like, I didn't feel it at all once I had it in and pushed up. Another thing is, in the instructions on the box as well as in the video, they tell you to insert them while you're sitting down. Obviously, after me and the hubby BD'd, I was laying on my back and I didn't want to get up and sit up, risking the chance of losing any sperm. So I inserted the cup laying on my back with my legs and my rear up in the air. Which it was really easy for me to insert it that way. And it was easier for me to snap it into place than when I, had opened one and played with it just sitting on the toilet. So that is a plus. You don't have to get up after you do your business to go sit on the toilet or to sit in a chair or sit upright to insert it. You can insert it while laying on your back. If you guys have any more questions about it or, want to know anything else that I left out in the video, please comment below, send me a message, and I'll try to answer your questions as best as I can. Talk to you ladies later. Bye.